everyone and welcome back. It's Gina from orchidandopal.com and I'm back with my beads from Bead Box Bargains that I picked out. Once again, I had a lot of fun checking out their site and picking out a whole bunch of different things. I have two very full bundles to share today. Bead Box Bargains is of course the sister site of the awesome monthly subscription, the Bargain Bead Box. You can find all kinds of closeout deals on their site, and what's great, especially if you're a subscriber of the monthly subscription, is they send a very high value 30% off coupon with that subscription that you can use all throughout the month. So it makes things that you find on Bead Box Bargains just a really great value. And their stock changes all the time, so you never know what you're going to find. What I'm showing you today might not be available anymore, but on the flip side, there might be a lot of other things that weren't available when I placed my order. Today, the total is around $120 for what you'll see. You can see I was able to use that coupon code from the monthly box, and then shipping is only $3.75 in the US. So I won't go over the exact prices of every single thing. Just know that there is a lot you're gonna see here for a total of around $120 with the shipping. So I'm gonna go ahead and open up these packages and we will take a look at what's inside. All right, so first I'll get these out of the way. Of course, Bead Box Bargains has findings, Czech glass beads, gemstone beads, pendants, Chinese crystal, chain, you name it. They have all different types of things. So first of all, I just felt like I should stock up on some of these basic toggle clasps. These were sets of 7 for like 70 cents each after the discount. And I thought it was a great time to just stock up on some extras of those. Let's get started with the beads by looking at some of the Chinese crystal. So I picked up some more of their bicones. They're just a great staple and a great deal. So there's 2 strands here of their metallic silver, 100 pieces on each of those 2 strands. Then 2 strands of the metallic blue iris, which I've gotten before, and I just love this combination of the blue and the iris metallic. So pretty, 100 pieces on each of these as well. Also 2 strands of the metallic purple iris, which I've gotten before, and another one of my favorites to play around with. And then I got 4 strands of the Chinese crystal bicones. These are all 4mm, by the way, in the color Magma AB. So this is a very warm, kind of light orangey topaz color. And then the AB finish gives it some pops of pinks and blues depending on where the light's hitting it. 100 pieces on each of these strands. I also picked up 2 strands of the blue-green iris. Very pretty too, kind of a grayish green with pops of metallic blue and a little bit of magenta. And then 4 strands in this light pink color called Light Rose. I also got 4 strands of these sparkly basic black. Can never have enough of those. And then finally 2 of the color called Jonquil AB, which is just a very pale yellow with a very light AB metallic rainbow finish. And then I think this wraps up my Chinese crystal. I got 2 strands of these 10mm crystal faceted half matte barrel beads. There's 12 pieces per strand. One of the colors is called Slate Peacock and the other one is Blue Iris. So I'm thinking that this one is Blue Iris and this one is Slate Peacock. And then getting into some of the gemstone strands I picked out, these are 7 inches of approximately 7 to 8mm crackle agate cube beads. I picked up 2 of each color in the forest green. Then there is the denim blue. I also have deep violet and magenta and amaranth red. So they are just gorgeous cube-shaped gemstone beads. In the agate, of course, they're dyed, and I just love the way they have that crackle look to them, and they're super glossy and very vibrant. Next, I picked up 2 of these 34mm agate teardrop pendants in deep green. There were 2 in the bag actually. They are super smooth and glossy, and they have a beautiful emerald green color with the hole that is drilled there at the top. And then also this set of two 18 by 16 millimeter mountain jade or dolomite carved flower beads in the color turquoise blue. I like the carved detail, and they've got a little bit of dimension to them. There's a look at the back. Then this is a strand of some very tiny 2 millimeter amethyst finely faceted round beads. It's a 14.5-inch strand, and it's just amazing how they're able to actually get the hole in these beads and also facet them without causing too much damage. They're really sparkly, and of course they look bigger up close. These are so small. Next, I have a 14.5-inch strand of 2 millimeter ice obsidian, finely faceted round beads, and these actually are a little bit bigger than the amethyst, even though those are considered 2 millimeter. These are kind of a smoky grayish color, beautiful neutral, pretty translucent, but also have a good amount of pigment, very sparkly with all the little facets. And then going up just a little bit in size is 3 millimeter citrine finely faceted round beads. These are very pale yellow. That yellow string gives them a little bit more color inside than they actually have, but they have just the slightest hint of yellow to them. You can see these are also beautifully faceted. Then I picked up the pink opal. These are 5.5 to 6 millimeter. It's a 7-inch strand. And you can see these have some faceting as well, which gives them some extra sparkle, different shades of light pink and peach, and some neutrals going on in there. And I just thought this was a unique strand, had to pick that up. And then some tumbled rose quartz nugget beads. We have 14.5 inches of these. These are approximately 5 to 10 millimeter. And so they're all a little bit different, being that they're nuggets, but they're very smooth. Light pink pigment, and these are a type of rose quartz that I don't have, or a particular size and shape rather, so I definitely picked those up to add to my collection. And then also some gorgeous rainbow fluorite. These are 7.5 inches long. I have the 8 millimeter and the 6 millimeter size. And what you'd expect, that combination of that deep purple with those shades of sage green and also some clear, all of the colors being just a little bit deeper or lighter depending on the bead. So pretty. I love that combination. And then next, I know I shared these before, but before we get into the Czech glass, I have the basic round frosted glass beads in all different sizes and colors. They're just such a great deal. So these are in the frosted light rose, and I have 2 strands each of the 4 millimeter, the 6 millimeter, and the 8 millimeter in that light pink matte colors. Really long strands of these round beads. Actually, they're called semi-round. There's also 2 each of the frosted aqua in the 4, 6, and 8 millimeter size. These are all 11 inches, so you get a lot of beads on these strands. And that's just such a beautiful color. Reminds me of sea glass. And this color does too. These are the frosted teal in the 6 and 8 millimeter size. They didn't have the 4 millimeter, I don't think. That's why I didn't pick those up. So 2 of each of these. And then 2 of each of the frosted lime color in the 4 millimeter and 8 millimeter strands. And I don't think they had the 6 at the time that I placed my order. And also 2 each in the classic frosted sea opal. There's 4 millimeter and 8 millimeter in my hand here. All right, we're gonna finish up with some Czech glass beads. I just love that they're getting in so many new Czech glass beads lately. They're really expanding all the things that they're getting from when I first started sharing what I picked out from their site. So we have some matte jet vitriol laser etched peacock feather dagger beads. These are the 16 by 5 millimeter, 10 pieces inside the bag, and I picked up 2 bags. I'm combining the contents in my hand. So this is 2 bags worth, and look at those details, a laser etched feather-like detail and the greens and blues that come out on that jet black background. I also picked up 2 bags of these. These are 10 pieces of the Czech dagger beads in the ruby red / blue iris laser cut feather pattern. So that's 2 bags worth. Look at how vibrant those are. That blue just pops off of that translucent red that's in the background. Really cool feather details. Fun to get some of these closeout specialty Czech glass beads for such a great value. And then 2 bags of the ruby red / blue iris laser cut leaf patterns, 10 pieces per bag. Picked up 2 bags of those. So there we go, same color combination. This time these just have more of a leafy etched pattern on both sides rather than more of that feather-like pattern. They also had some of these beautiful Czech pressed glass snowflake cabochons. They're not drilled, so you'd bead around these. And I picked up 2 bags of 2 pieces of these, which are in the color matte white / blue wash. So there's 4 of these all together, and I just thought these were so interesting. They have a vintage kind of feel to me. I thought they were something kind of special and different. And there's a look at the back. I think they would be really cute beaded around with that snowflake detail, and that blue metallic wash just pops right off the white. In addition to that color combination, I also got 2 bags of 2 pieces of the matte light sapphire with the silver wash. So there are these out of the bag, that very light blue translucent glass that is frosty and matte in the background, and then the light silver wash that brings out those snowflake details. Next are some gorgeous pressed glass tulip beads that they had. Another item that just feels vintage-like to me, something I hadn't really seen. So I picked up 2 bags of these. There's 5 pieces of 16 by 11 millimeter Czech pressed glass tulips. These are the chalk ginger pink Picasso. Aren't those gorgeous? Wow, I love that finish and the light pink that shows through, very kind of natural looking. That hole runs right down the center of the length of the bead. And they had more colors than this when I picked out my order. I just narrowed it down to 3 of my favorites and decided on those. So the next ones I got are in the pink and white swirl copper wash combination. 2 bags worth of those. Look at that pink and white swirl in the background, the copper wash settling into the grooves. Absolutely gorgeous combination, looks good enough to eat. Then the third color of tulips I picked up are the pink and white satin swirl / pink wash / AB. Lots going on with these, but lots of pink. And here they are. I just love that bright pink that settles into the grooves and details of these tulips, and that AB coating just gives it that lustery metallic rainbow effect over the already pretty pink and white glass combination in the background. Next, I picked up 2 bags of these. These are 5 pieces of 14 millimeter Czech pressed glass 5-petal flower beads in the combination called alabaster / violet gold luster. 10 pieces all together, and yet another type of pressed glass flower bead that is Czech glass. Beautiful light pink with that slight golden shine over the top, that luster finish, and the details, and that hole that runs there through the center. There's a look at the back of the bead. They've been getting in so many different flowers and different shapes. Here is the next color I picked up in that particular shape, and this is the combination called transparent red / gold wash. 5 pieces per bag, and I got 10 all together. 10 pieces, that is. There's that vibrant ruby red background with the golden metallic wash. That is a beautiful contrast with the red and brings out the details too. Then next are the 15 millimeter Czech table cut glass window beads. These are in the jet travertine combination. They're a little bit on the larger side. There's 5 pieces per bag, picked up 2 bags. So there's that handful all together, that gorgeous jet black flat glass on either side, but then it's accented by the travertine finish, which really frames that out. And then you can see a look at the hole there that runs through the center of the bead. Also picked those up in this combination. This is the Capri Blue travertine, 5 pieces per bag, again 15 millimeters, and I picked up 2 bags. That is such a cool combination, and the Capri Blue is translucent, so if you hold that up to the light, you can actually see through that. Just so beautiful. Framed out, making that kind of a diamond shape on either side with that stone-like finish around the edges. And then finally, I picked up 2 bags of these. They are the 12 millimeter Czech glass table cut sunflowers in jet/stone luster, 10 pieces per bag. So 20 of these, such a unique bead with the table cutting for the petals of these sunflowers, and then the travertine finish, which really frames them out and finishes off the edges in a really unique way, and a hole there that runs through the middle of the bead. Same on both sides. Last but not least, they always send a business card with a little free bonus on the back, and it looks like I got some of these lustery white Czech glass bellflowers this time. Really sweet touch that they do that. So of course you can go to beadboxbargains.com and check out all that they have to offer, always changing, but wide range different things and growing all the time. You don't have to be a subscriber to the monthly subscription in order to shop there. You just get that high value coupon each month, which makes everything a much better deal than it already is. So thanks for joining me and checking out all the things that I picked out this month from Bead Box Bargains. Feel free to leave me a comment down below. Maybe we picked up some of the same things. And if you enjoyed this video, feel free to give it a big thumbs up. I would love it if you did that. And also, I'd love it if you would hit that subscribe button while you're here so you'll be back when I'm posting new content. I will be back again real soon. And until next time, I hope you all have a fabulous rest of your day. And as always, happy beading.